All right, Samastitihi. Bring your feet together, let your arms hang long to the sides. Close your eyes and take these first few moments to land in the physical body. You can begin to activate the Ujjaya Pranayama, a slight restriction on the back of the throat. The inhale, the exhale through the nose. Lifting all 10 of your toes up, gently placing them back down on the floor. This is bottle rocket. It's basically I put first, second, and third in a shaker and I shake it up and I make us a martini. Open your eyes, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step walk, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Roll over the toes, lift the chest. Slide back, downward facing dog. So there may be a few moments for you to land. You might need to shake your hips, lift your legs. You might have some ritual. To keep the yoga fresh is to make it about self-mastery, meaning that it's not a competition and it's not about anyone else or even the postures. It's about who you're becoming, how you're showing up. Lifting your pelvic floor, eyes forward, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Bow in. Stand tall, touch your roof. Release your arms. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step walk, fly back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Rolling over the toes, lift the heart. Slide back, downward dog. Get a little more curious about that navel center seal. We call it Uddiyana Bandha, it's the flying lock. And it naturally happens in a downward dog. There's a suction in the lower belly. Set your eyes on one particular spot. Hollow your belly, eyes forward, top of the mat. Lengthen. Bow. Stand tall, quads up. Release the arms. Last one, up. In. Pendulum swing the heart. Step walk, sail back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Rolling over the toes, buoyant in the chest. Slide back, downward dog. There is an accuracy and a precision to the practice that we're after. Knowing where we're going a second before we go there. Hollow your belly, eyes forward, top of the mat. Lift your chest. Fold in. Stand tall, touch the ceiling. Release your arms. Sit in your throne, arms up. Fold in, chest to thighs. Inhale, lengthen. Step walk, fly back, lower. Roll over the toes, lift the heart. Downward dog. The right foot steps, the knee pulls forward as the torso leans back. Hands plant, hips low, chaturanga. Inhale, stretch the belly. Adho, slide back. The left foot steps, the hips are low, reach up. Reach down, step back, low push up. Ride the inhale, full expression. Slide back, downward dog. Clear out the cavity of the belly, set the eyes. So another word for master is prowess. It's potential precision. It is a high level of skill set. But a master is not outwardly focused. A master is focused on the inside, on themselves, who they were yesterday. Eyes forward, top of the mat. Lengthen. Bow. And sit on your throne, arms up. Stand tall. Bend your knees, arms up. Fold in, compress the body. Lift your heart. Step walk, fly back, lower. Ride your inhale, lift your sternum. Slide back. The right foot steps, the hips are low, reach up. Reach down, bottom low, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Left foot steps, Virasana. Chaturanga Dandasana, hands plant, back to lower. Big inhale slides you up. Exhale, back. The right foot steps again, warrior one, up. Down, let go of what you thought you knew, lower. Ride it up. Take it back. The left foot steps, the hips are low, up. Down, hands plant, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. Is there a little more possible through the spine? To widen the heels just subtly might create a broadening in the sitting bones. You could have a spiritual awakening just there. Hollow your belly, eyes forward, top of the mat. Lengthen. Bow. Sit on your throne, arms up, stay here. Rest your belly on your thighs, but this time the arms go back behind you like wings, the thumbs face down. And then flip the palms so that the palms are facing the earth and the shoulder blades squeeze together. Lift all 10 of the toes up, anchor through your heels. Plant your palms, Vikrasana, crow, or a little squat. Some of you might play with a press up into handstand or little tiny hops. You might stay nice and low to the ground like a crouching tiger, and some of you might be high. Step walk, pounce back, low push up. Ride your inhale. Ride your exhale. Take a moment, land in downward dog. How are you? We're about to enter our standing work. It's a long string of poses on one side. Step your right foot forward, drop your heel, arms up, Vira. So what's fascinating about the warrior is the tailbone might want to extend back. So tie a weight to it so it points directly down. Tip it forward, standing split or a handstand hop. Point the foot in the sky, flex your glute. Some of you might catch your ankle as you reach your leg so high. Releasing the hands to the earth, step wide open, warrior two. Go nice and low in the pelvis. So the difference between A and B is that the pelvis is open to the long edge with B. Pull your knee over top of your ankle joint. Straighten your right leg, heel toe the left foot in, glide, Trikonasana, triangle. Stack the shoulders, eyes bright. So what's happening in your upper rib basket? Could you humbly knit your lower ribs together? Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, shift your weight, right foot, right hand, go skyward. So every time we practice, we have the opportunity to change it, to modify it, to make it more accurate. And our only reference point is who we were yesterday. The eyes come down, the hands come down. Step back for twisted triangle. Big inhale lifts the sternum. Take your left hand to the pinky toe edge, roll it open. So we're not comparing ourselves in an aggressive way, in a I wish I were different way, but really, truly, you're the only reference point. This is your secret little practice. Take a bend into the front knee, hands down, extended side angle, hop the left foot back. Take the right hand inside the foot. Some of you might bind here. Some of you might fly in birds of paradise. Tone the outer glute, awaken the back upper thigh. If you're flying, step down, step back. Untangle your arms, drop your back knee. Lifting the left arm up, twist it over deeply. Some of you might take prayer, you might open, you might bind. Clear the navel center, like hollow the belly back, roll it open. Tell me about your back leg. The eyes come down, the hands come down. You could step back for down dog or catch the knee on the back of the arm for Kundinasana, To pick it up, it could be to a chin stand or a step back to vinyasa. Yes. Feel what you feel. Again, conscious of what you're conscious of. Option 1, child's pose. Option 2, dolphin pose. Option 3, Pinchemyrasana, forearm stand. You could use a wall. If you're pretty proficient upside down, you might like to split or eagle the legs. To be masterful is to remain calm. It's to stay pretty steady regardless of the chaos around you. If you're upside down, come down, rest, child's pose, sit back. Take a beat, let it settle. How the heck am I? And now we're so fortunate we get to integrate all that on the other side, and I'm sure you picked up a couple things that you could put into the other side. Inhale, all fours. Downward dog, back. Step your left foot forward, Virasana, A, warrior 1. So again, the tailbone gets heavy in order for the spine to get straight. Could you lift the arch of the back foot to create light under the instep? Super gracefully tip it forward, standing split. Flex the glute in the sky. Some of you might play with a little handstand hop. Some of you might catch your ankle. Point the foot in the sky, flex the glute and clear the digestive tract. Super methodically, gently step back, Vira B. Low in the pelvis, soft in the eyes. Straighten your front leg, Trikonasana, heel toe the back foot in, hinge, find your extension. I heard this beautiful story of Martin Luther King, and apparently he was afraid of flying, and he was on a flight and it was turbulent and crazy and they thought they were going to crash. And his security guard, afterwards the plane landed and the security guard said, "I didn't realize I was in the presence of such a master." Eyes down, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. And what he means by that is Martin Luther King remained at ease. He didn't freak out, lose his cool, swear, get angry. He stayed level-headed, he stayed confident, relaxed. That's mastery. When there's nothing you can change, where does that reaction come from? Bring your hands down, step back, twisted triangle from the floor up, lengthen. Take your right hand to the pinky toe edge, roll open the chest. Dig deep into the legs, manipulate the heart, the upper back.
The eyes come down, the hands come down, extended side angle from the floor up. Hop the right foot back, take the left hand inside the foot. For some of you, you might take a bind. Be masterful, there should be prowess and confidence. If you flew, gorgeous Lori, fly again, nice D. We use this practice to get to know ourselves better. Looks like gymnastics. If you're flying, step down, step back. Untangle the bind, hands down, drop the knee, Parvrita, Parsvottanasana. Lift the right arm up, hook it over. Hands to prayer. Some of you might open the arms, kick out through the back leg. If you recall this pose on the right, what's different now? Use the physical body to kind of wrestle or pin down the present moment. Untangle this posture. It could be an Ekapada Kundinasana vinyasa. It could be a step back. It could be a chin stand. Beautiful, John. Nicely done. Option 1, child's pose. Option 2, downward dog. Option 3, a handstand. You could use a wall. You could go middle of the room. Acknowledging where you're at and what's best for you. Where your eyes, put them somewhere, commit them somewhere. 3, 2, 1. Come down, sit back, Balasana, child's. Listen to this person breathe. Acknowledge how far this person has come. Celebrate. Rise up, all fours. Strike back, down dog. Climb your hands back to your feet. Catch your big toes in yogi grip. Inhale, lengthen. Bow. Give your head a little shake. Let go of tension. Pull the navel center back, let the spine drop. Is there more possible for you in a physical, totally present moment right now? And then beyond that, is there more for you off the mat? More mastery, more curiosity. Inhale, lengthen. Bend your knees and thread your hastas under your padas. Inhale to lengthen. Drop down, fold, let it go. Vacuum seal the belly, drop your head. Be with me. Of all the other places you could be, I'd say this forward bend's a pretty great place to be. Inhale, lengthen. Release this shape and meet me in a little squat. Headstand to crow, back to headstand. And you might just stay in Malasana. Otherwise, you'll go crow. Lower your head to the earth, headstand.
You might take a few breaths upside down, anchoring through the hands, the head, squeezing the tips of the elbows together. Like a master with prowess, skill, confidence. Take your knees back to your arms. Take crow, pop back up. Gently place the feet on the earth, Malasana. 3 handstand hops to the top. Yeah, take your time if you're still playing. Hop 1. Get lazy in the lower back. Hop 2. In fact, lead with your sacrum. Hop 3. Inhale, lengthen. Bow. Stand tall, reach up. Release your arms. Take a step out with your right foot. Prasarita A, pigeon toe the feet, catch the waist, look up. Exhale, fold, hands down, head down. If you've ever paused to look at a sunset when the river's calm and you can see the reflection, you know that the entire being is available and present. It's easy in beautiful, magical moments, but what about the ones that are mundane, ordinary, maybe even horrific? If the feet are up, put them down. Big inhale lifts the heart, catches the waist, and stands you up. The arms float open, intertwine the fingers behind the back, lift your sternum for Prasarita C, flip your tail, round the upper back and dive. So the beautiful poses, the easy poses, the ones you like, start there. And then you start to expand yourself into the places that you don't enjoy as much. Stand up. Arms float. Catch your waist for D. Puff up the sternum. Feel your legs as you go down. Explore it. Catch your toes. Look up. And exhale, fold, crown down. And once you find the alignment, activate the glutes and settle the pose. Like it's cement and it's wet and you need it to dry, so you don't want people stepping in it or leaving their handprints in it. Inhale, lengthen. Release the hands for the middle splits or frog pose, dropping down onto the knees at a 90 or go wide. So if you were to explain what you feel to someone, what would you say? Like, where is it? What's your breath like? What part of your practice is masterful? Slowly climbing your way out of this and pivot to face the back leg for Hanuman or Ardha. Straighten the front leg, kick the heel firmly into the mat. Some of you will go straight, both legs. Some will keep the back leg bent. So those beautiful magic moments that pull the body, the mind, the heart in at once. So this moment, what could we do to call the body, the mind, and the heart here?
Slowly returning to a lunge, and we'll go to pigeon from here. Let's work a parallel shin so that when flying pigeon comes, we're ready. So for some of us, we'll hang heavy to the right hip. Some of us will bow forward. If you're working the dragonfly, you could take your elbow to the sole of your foot and roll the heart open. Beautiful, Julie. So let's talk about your pinky toe on the back foot and its whereabouts. Let's talk about your youngest child and their whereabouts. It's called proprioception. It means we know what every part of our body is doing. Untangle the pose, gently rising back up to a lunge, and then crawl your way to face the other leg. Drop the knee, straighten that front leg, drop the pelvis, Hanuman or Ardha. Tell me about your right outer hip and its whereabouts. Is it where you think it should be? And instead of flexibility, could you use power to take it where you want it to go? Slowly returning to a lunge and moving into pigeon shape. Cross the foot over, I'd love parallel. And you could come forward, resting those elbows. You could take your left elbow, place it in the arch of your foot and roll it open. Where are the metaphorical sunsets in your body? And likewise, where are the storms, the car crashes? We don't have to like them, but we at least should witness them, watch them. Slowly untangling this shape to crawl yourself through neutral and then bring that left foot to the earth so you're in a lunge. And then take a little ninja step to the top, straight into Pashasana. So the knees dip forward. Hook your left elbow on your right knee. Hands come to prayer. Some of you might open those arms. Some of you might bind. Pelvic floor up. Nice rows. Side crow, you'll be off your mat. Untangle the arms, plant your right palm, pick those feet up and look at your toes. 3, 2, 1. Release your flight, opposite side. Hook your elbow deep, take the hands to prayer, maybe bind or open. Pashasana noose pose, they say that the god Yama travels with a noose and that's how he takes people to heaven. Side crow off the mat, plant your left palm, pick it up, look at your toes, your gorgeous toes. 3, 2, 1. Release your flight, knees through center. Inhale, lengthen. Bow. Lengthen. Step walk, fly back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva. Auto slide back. Step walk, float to the top, little tiny package for one more side crow. Pivot the knees to face the left. Hook your left elbow on your knee, pick it up. This time you have the option to ply the legs apart. So the top leg will go straight back. Nice John. 3, 2, straighten that back leg, Rosie. Point it. 1, untangle, knees through center, pivot the knees to the opposite side, hook and fly. So this part of rocket is from third, and unfortunately they are back to back to back. The intention is this is the ego burner portion. 2, 1, untangled, nice cat, knees through center, inhale, lengthen. Bow. Lengthen. Step walk, fly back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, show me your heart. Slide back. So a master, it's not about ego, eyes forward, top of the mat, little throne. That's why I love third series. Take your hands to your heart. Take your right leg, hook it over your left knee. Stay here or flying pigeon. So when I am outside of mastery, it's about performance. I like care how I compare to another. But mastery is all on the inside. It's my internal compass. Beautiful, D. And sometimes I do hard things. Untangle, sit on your throne, and I do them for myself. Hands to heart center. Opposite side, hook your foot over your knee. Take the shape or fly. It's not supposed to be easy, and it's not supposed to be a competition. This is all about you, about how you show up when your hands are tired and your breath is short. 2, 1, untangle, sit on your throne. Samastiti. Pop up onto the tippy toes, arms up. Drop your knees forward, try not to use the hands, and meet me on your bottom. Lift your legs, catch your toes, straighten the arms, the head goes back. We'll rock back and rock back up. So you could release the toes if you like, but I find this is a better grip. Rock back, rock up, and this time catch the heels, fold in. So you probably know this from primary series. Forehead to the shins. 3, 2, 1, lengthen. Untangle the shape. It's a vinyasa or a dandasana. Beautiful. Tirang Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. I do that pose only so I say it and I sound like really smart. Take the right leg, tuck it back, move the meat of the calf, take your pubic bone behind you and fold over the left leg. So the primary series is called Yoga Chikitsa. It's about therapy and forward bending. Lift your heart, release Crown Chasana. Lift the long leg up, fold in. So we saw this before, right? That forward bend where we were upright, catching our heel. It's the same pose, it's just asymmetric. option to play where you are, we'll take one-legged crow to Ashta Vikrasana. So releasing the leg in the sky, and you can move at your own pace. So I'm gonna take a one-legged crow on my my left. So I'm gonna catch my crow, and then I'm gonna take my right leg to the side, thread the left leg through Ashta. See what happens. You might face plant, and you might just go straight Ashta. Beautiful. Maybe it's a full vinyasa. Maybe it's a middle finger mudra. And when you're ready, meet me on your bottom, gorgeous Rosie. Other side. Tirang Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. Take your left leg, tuck it back. Take your pubic bone behind you, bow. Knit the pelvis up, knit your lower ribs together, and clear your digestive tract. Inhale, lengthen. Release the shape, lean back, heron pose. You might catch the foot, you might point the toes, bow in. How's your breath? Imagine you're holding a brand new baby and you're just looking at its pink skin. Treat your postures with that care. Release the shape. It's a one-legged crow vinyasa one-legged crow to Ashta, or you could play with Ashta. I'll give you a few moments to play. Big full breath. So you can just hook the foot for Ashta for 3, 2, 1. Release. It's a vinyasa. We meet in our beloved downward dog. I shouldn't put words in your mouth. I actually hate it when yoga teachers do that. Drop down onto the knees. Pinchemyrasana, child's pose or dolphin. Anchoring through the forearms and then extending the legs up. Some of you might use a wall. Toning the outer glutes, extending through the legs, reaching up, touch the heavens. Make what was previously impossible possible. Yeah, Rose, be a master of your own domain for no other reason than the presence. Nice, Lori, nice, John. Come all the way down and sit back, Balasana. Rising up to sit on the knees for Virasana, heroes. We'll change direction for back bends. Slide your bottom between your feet. Rest your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. To notice beauty in the clouds, to notice beauty in a sunset, to notice beauty in another, we have to drop all our preconceived notions. There can't be judgment. So what if we did that for ourselves? Some of you will stay just as you are. Some of you might go back, sleeping hero, tailbone to the front. So we move into the back bends of second series, and he gives this to us as a little gift. We don't find this in first, second, third, or fourth. The second series of Ashtanga Yoga is called Nadi Sodhana, and it means alternate nostril, but it also means nerve cleansing. It means both sides of the body. You are looking for God, he, she, they are in your spine. Rising all the way back up. to meet me in a high plank position. So kicking out through the heels, I like a little kind of tap dance here. And then lowering all the way down onto the belly for Vikrasana frog. Let your feet flop out. Catch a hold of the feet. Push down on the feet. Lift the knees up. Shoulders and elbows toward one another. Find a gazing point. Pelvic floor up. And release, cheek to one side, let it go. Some of you might like a vinyasa, you might just settle. Pinchemyrasana bow pose. Bend your knees, catch your ankles, go straight up. Strong legs. So these legs take you up mountains. These legs do magnificent things for you, so utilize them. A little bit higher, ears back. Rolling over, right shoulder, right hip, go. Strong limbs, firm commitment. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way through center, opposite side, rock over, kick those feet, open the throat, big, beautiful lines. 3, 2, 1. Come through center, lift up. And release. Meet me in a downward facing dog, however you want to get there. 2 more back bends. Drop down onto the knees, Vikrasana camel. For the elegance that you inhabit, take the tailbone forward, squeeze the tips of the shoulder blades together for the belief that anything is possible. And I know right now the world is kind of making us think nothing is, but in your body in this moment, there is possibility. Bigger breath, 2. Eyes farther down the wall, 1. Rise up, child's, unless you wish to go upside down. And then when you're ready, standing up on the knees, last back bend. Vikrasana camel or any variation. Take the pubic bone forward, track the ceiling. You might reach back, catch the heels. Imagine that your tailbone were reaching toward the front of the room. Drop your head. 70% of your body is water, so act like a wave. Commit, stay. Even if there's a little voice inside of you that says, no, I'm afraid. All the way up, downward facing dog, strike back. Clear your spine. Clear your head. Pull your right leg through for pigeon but not pigeon, and sit over on your right hip and stack your left foot. Or sorry, whatever foot I said pull forward, stack the other one on top. And take a twist. Reach your hand behind your back, hook your opposite elbow on your knee, twist it open. Some of you might bind here. So if you were to vacuum seal the navel center and lift up on the pelvic floor, something could change. But you could just do what you did yesterday also. But what lies on the stage wings of your consciousness? What is just waiting for you to look at? The eyes come forward, untangle. It could be a downward dog. It could be a can girl switch. It could be a headstand switch. And opposite side. A lot of can girls. And then twisting the opposite direction, hooking the elbow, pivoting the eyes, the heart, the lungs. Inhale up, exhale, rotate. 3. 2. Nice, Rosie. Really leverage that back arm. Untangle the posture. It's a vinyasa, or set yourself up for an inversion of your choice. So for some of you, you might opt for shoulder stand. For some, it might be head or hand. And I'll give you 2 minutes to play, so I'll let you know the marks on where you're at. I'm not grading you, I mean the time frame. Maybe, you know what, I'm gonna grade you. Would that change things? Looking good, Julie. Reach up through those legs. So could it be a little bit different? Like if you did one tiny little thing differently? But the thing is, sometimes it's hard to change our ways. We're like, no, I like my way. It works. Why would I do it any other way? But yoga's about presence, right? It's about newness, freshness, making the mundane sacred. About 30 more seconds. And come all the way down to sit back for child's pose. Wherever you are, sitting, resting, releasing. And then meeting me in a seat. So you might take a vinyasa, you might rise up. It's a cross-legged seat, a half lotus seat, or a full Padmasana. These poses are so important, and they come at the end when we're tired. So could I have all of you? And reach the hands behind the back to catch your elbows or your toes. Puff the heart and exhale, fold. Rising all the way up, touch the thumb, the first finger together, the back of the neck is long. Bigger breath. And then opening the eyes, press the palms down into the floor, lift it up, protract the shoulders nice and high, eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Yeah, it's weird, right? But you want to look the direction you want your lotus lifted to. 1, release your bottom, take a vinyasa, and lie on your back for Shavasana. Take a deep inhale. Let it go. All that holding, all that work. Now let everything go, let it fall away, drop away. I wonder if you have ever stopped to observe the marvelous glow in the west as the sun sets, with the shy young moon just over the trees. Often at that hour, the river is calm and there's a reflection on the surface. You see the bridge and the train that goes over it, the tender moon, and presently, as it grows dark, the stars. It is all very beautiful. And to observe, to watch, is to give your whole attention to something beautiful. Your mind must be free of preoccupations. There cannot be worries or problems or speculations. It is only when the mind is quiet that you can really observe, for the sensitive mind sees extraordinary beauty. And that's why it's so important to be present. Take a deep inhale. One more. Move your fingers, move your toes. Stretch your arms, point your toes. Tuck your knees to your belly and roll to the right. And then gently rising up to meet me in a seat. And take the practice into the next stage, action of your life. Notice beauty, stay present. Hands to your heart. Bow your chin, seal the practice. We don't unevolve, no work is wasted. Lifting our eyes to each other, namaste.